Hello, 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 everyone. It's Kim from K&RP here. It's oh look, now I've got echo. I've got things going on. Hang on, gee, amateurs, and I've lost my mouse. Bear with me, guys. Am I still here? Okay, let's try this again. It's Kim from K&RP, Southeastern Manitoba. Currently 22 degrees Celsius, which means it's 72 degrees Fahrenheit. It's a beautiful day out there. A little bit of a breeze. No smoke in the air. It's awesome. Hi, Barb. Hi, Kel. I'm glad you guys are here and being very patient. This is why I don't do those pre things. The teddy bear picnic. I remember that. Hi, Anne. Welcome, welcome. So, Barbara had asked if I could do a thing on how I do the decorative clothespins. So, I'm going to do that. I've got a package of clothespins, I've got paints, I've got my Podge Dimensions, but I just kind of wanted to give a brief blurb about these little guys. Um, I got the idea when I had stuff at the museum in Steinbach. There was a lady there who just used bits of uh, scrapbook paper on the tops of hers. Hey, Jean, welcome, welcome. So she just used scrapbook papers on hers, no decoration whatsoever. She glued the paper down, put the dimension Mod Podge on, put the magnet on the back, and she sold four for $5. I sold three for $5 because mine are hand painted, and because we all know it's so seldom that I use scrapbook paper. It's basically scrap paper to me. So the way I do these is, of course, I paint them white and then I add the decorative bits to make them snowmen. I don't know if we're going to do florals today. I will show you how I do the snowmen because I like them. So I bought this package of 50 clothespins at Dollarama, and I believe they were $2 or $1.25 for the 50. So I would buy two packs, do 100 at a time, and then put them on just a little piece of cardstock. And I sold lots of these, especially at Christmas craft shows for teacher gifts, the $5 teacher gift, handmade, you know, they went really, really well. So I'm sorry this is noisy and crinkly. I should have opened it beforehand, but I want to show you what the package looked like. Just wooden clothespins. And I'm just going to take a couple to play with. How are you, Jean? Nice sale yesterday. I watched. I didn't, talk or anything because I knew how busy you guys were. Open the package and create noise pollution. Go me! Yep, definitely. So I've got a couple of brushes here that I like to use. I've got this one let's put the glasses on. Maybe we can help read these things. This is a golden nylon size 2 shader. So it's a nice little flat brush. This one is a Artist Series 2. It's about a half inch, maybe a little bit less. Feels kind of greebly, but that's okay because it's just for the white base coat anyway. And yeah, this is a 1/4 inch flat. This is smaller than a 1/4 inch. And then I have a liner brush because I like doing the detailing. You can also use a marker, like a gel pen or something. Just remember that if you're going to be doing these, oh, I'm glad you're doing good. I know that how tired you guys get after you do the auctions. If you are going to be doing the fine lines using pens. Please remember that once you put the Podge stuff on, it may run and smear, so it's not always the greatest. Hi, Janet. Welcome, welcome. We are doing decorative clothespins today. Just regular wooden clothespins. So I grabbed 3. I'm just using a white acrylic, and I'm going to paint them white. And yeah, I'm doing snowmen, even though it's just a couple of days till summer here. What is everybody else working on? I have been working on my heart journal that from Janet's Lives, her idea of heart journals. And then I've got a day planner that I'm turning into a journal. And, I'm just playing. Yeah, clothes pegs. I grew up calling them clothes pegs too, but so I'm just going to base coat them white. And you only do one side because the other side you stick the magnet to. So just do the one side in a white acrylic. The reason I use acrylic is because when I put the Mod Podge on, it won't smear as if you use like a watercolor paint. It's a really cheap, ugly brush. And you know what? It's okay. Painted paper covered business cards. Nice. That'll be very nice. Hi, Raoul. Welcome, welcome. Did I say welcome to everybody? Welcome, Cal and Jean and Anne and Janet and Rule. Did I get everybody? And Barbara. Welcome, Barbara. Yeah, I'm still working on my tag book too. It's getting there. But today we're doing painted clothespins. That story that we did in the group, I'm thinking that would make a great kids book because it's pretty family friendly. And so I'm just thinking that those of you that still have littles in your lives, if did it into a kind of a book form. Whoa, let's make a big mess, get paint everywhere because that's how I roll. That's what I like to do. I love the mandrel that you did the other day, Raoul. That was a very nice job. So, of course, if you don't like the way your paint covers because it's kind of translucent so that you can see the wood grain beneath, you can always give it another coat. And it dries really fast because the wood just sops it up, right? So I will do another coat because I do like my snowmen to be really nice and white. Gorillas are very cute too. There was that comic when we were, or yeah, a cartoon character when I was young, Magilla Gorilla. Or a jacket if you don't have a coat available. We don't need a jacket or a coat today. It's so beautiful out. Ah, thanks, Raoul. I just like to have fun and play, is what it is with me. You know, you wake up thinking of something and you just got to do it. And yeah, I'm not too worried about the paint on my hands. I hope it's not going to bother anybody too much. I figure I'm washable. It's kind of the philosophy I had when my kids were little. They were built close to the ground, so they were meant to get dirty. Hi, Marty. Welcome, welcome. We are painting snowmen clothespins today. So we're just using some wooden clothespins. I got mine at Dollarama for just a couple of bucks a package, 50 in a package. And I used to sell a lot of them, bucket of water, a lot of them at Christmas craft shows. Somebody else who had seen them thought maybe they would look really cute with lighthouses on them. I may try and paint one with a lighthouse. That's pretty small painting. Like I have painted, yeah, snowmen. I have painted small things like bars of soap. I've done scenery on bars of soap and florals on bars of soap. But I haven't painted scenery on this, but it could be fun. Yeah, gel print scraps, exactly. And then do you put this stuff on top or just regular Mod Podge? I still want to learn calligraphy. One day I will learn calligraphy. Okay, so I've got white snowmen. So now I'm going to take black to do the hat and the buttons. I don't know which would be more fiddly for me. Not that I don't mind doing fiddly stuff. You guys have seen the flower work that I do. But to cut the papers, and I guess I could just take a knife, glue it down, take a knife and trim them. That could be really fast. You didn't put anything over the prints? I was just saying that what the first place I saw these, they were paper, and she used the dimensional podge on, so it gives this really nice gloss, dimensional thickness. In your own design? Nice. So just a couple of drops of black because really you're just doing buttons, eyes, mouths. I like the little kohl mouths. You don't have to do kohl mouths. You can do, a line. I'll do a couple in each way. So I'm going to start by doing the hat. Pretty simple. You just decide how far you want the hat to go down and you just paint it black. Just tip it black. Okay, this is Mod Podge, and it's a dimensional magic. So when you put it on, it gives a really thick coat, almost like a resin. And that's what I coat the clothespins in. So you can't really see it, but it's quite thick compared to Mod Podge itself. And it's in this, it's got a little drip applicator, so you don't even need to brush it on. You just kind of pour it on and smear. So again, just hats, doing hats right now with the black. I guess you could always do it in a color and then do it so it looks like a little toque. But because I was doing 100 at a time, this was just the simplest for me. We're getting carried away here. Yeah, magic does exist. You just have to believe. I believe in magic. I believe in a lot of things people don't believe in, but that's okay. So I've got hats. Now I'm going to do the eyes. So then I just flip my brush around to the other end and I do a couple of dots for eyes. They don't have to be even. I'm not concerned. It gives them character when they aren't even, right? These guys have big eyes. And then for the mouth, I will use a toothpick to do the dots. I'm just looking for a piece of paper towel to wipe this end off. So I've got the eyes. I guess I did the noses before I did the mouths. Did I bring orange paint out? No, I did not. I don't have yellow here either. We're going to have red carrot noses today. Yeah, it adds dimension. Do not shake. Oops, causes bubbles, which is true. Apply to highlight and add dimension to projects. Let dry 3 hours. Clean up with soap and cool water. So I will show you. Let me just walk away for a minute. I'm still here. I just have to go to the other side of the room and grab something. Something like this. I don't know why the heck we're talking snowmen in May. June. It's June. Okay, so when I painted this snowman, his eyes are just natural, like just natural paint, nothing on top. When I did this snowman, I used that dimensional podge, and so it raised them a little bit. I can't tell if I can show you exactly. Anyway, and it gives it a real gloss. Yeah, it's like a resin look. Yeah, Christmas in June, not July. For those of you that love Christmas, I do snowmen because they're not necessarily Christmas. Oh, I also used it on the holly on his hat. I don't know why I didn't use it on his body. Anyway, snowmen. Because we used to do a lot of Christmas craft shows, and everybody's doing all Christmas stuff. And I know people collect snowmen, so I did snowmen. It was just easier. Okay, so I've got eyes. Oh, this one. And like I say, I'm going to end up using red for the nose. This is an orangey red. It is craft paint. It says bright red. We'll see. So now I'm going to take that little liner brush and I'm going to do the noses just so that I know where they are and so that I can just do the mouth smile on half or whatever. So just kind of go, let's see if I can do this up high. You put the brush down and you just do a little like that. Does that make sense? We'll do it on this one. Let's do it on camera, Kim. Little nose, kind of push it down and just go to the side. I like crooked noses. Not all carrots are straight. Hi, Janice. Welcome, welcome. You make your Christmas cards in July or in summer? That makes sense. When I crochet snowmen, I don't use a carrot, but I do crochet them on. These are carrot noses. I just don't have orange paint with me here because I didn't grab an orange. You didn't care at all. Nice. Very nice. So now that I have the noses on, I can kind of see where I would like to put the mouths. Welcome, welcome, all you guys coming in. Thanks for being here. We're doing these painted snowmen clothespins. They make great teacher's gifts. So what I actually did before the carrots, I would put the highlights for the cheeks. I would just take some red paint. I would put some water down, just a little bit of the paint, just to highlight. These carrots are still wet, but it's the same paint, so even if it bleeds. And I just touch the brush lightly with the watered down paint. You can barely see the paint in the water. Like it's very, very pale, but it does give really nice cheek blush. It is a good time to start Christmas gifts because it depends on what you make too. Hey Miriam, welcome, welcome. So I'm just gonna put the mouths on, just a little curved mouth. You know what? I'm gonna let that wet paint dry, and I'm gonna put the dots on for his buttons on his or his coal down his stomach. I'm going to use the end of a brush again. This one has a really tiny nice tiny end to it. So, you just do dots for the coal on the bellies. That is not straight in any way, shape, or form. And coal isn't all the same size, right? So they don't have to be exact. And when they're not exact, they have more character. What are you cussy cutting? What are you cussy cutting, Barbara? Okay, so now I'm going to put the smile on. Again, it looks like coal bits. Of course, if you don't want the coal bits, you can always take a very uh, fine liner brush. Oh, see, this paint was still wet and I stuck my hand in it. It's a good thing that this is staying here. So then you could just draw a little smiley line like that. They are fun to make. And as I said, with the magnets on the back, I sold a lot of them for Christmas gifts at teachers' gifts at Christmas craft shows. I kind of like that line. Didn't do any with the lines in the past. I'll do that. That blob was still quite wet. So since I made such a mess out of this piece of coal here, I'm just going to go back with some white and see if I can touch that up. Disguise it, you know what I mean? Kind of tidied it up. These would actually be really cute doing tin soldiers, like the little drummer boy kind of soldiers on them as well. I think that would be an awful lot of fun. Maybe I'll have to try some. Nutcrackers. That's it. Nutcrackers. You knew what I was talking about. And you notice I am drinking a canned drink because we didn't want to play the game. Guess how many times Kim dipped her paintbrush in her coffee today? Oh, the Grinch would be fun. Wonder how hard it would be to do a Grinch on that narrow. Gonna have to think about that one. Okay, so now we've got the smile, we've got eyes, we've got the coal down the belly. We're going to do the scarves. What color scarf? I've got purple. I've got a light blue and a dark blue. We'll do purple. Yeah, Raul comes in and he gives us all these ideas, and then it's like I get nothing else done because I have to try them. You have hundreds of nutcrackers? I love nutcrackers. Have you seen those big crocheted ones? The dudes at the crowd did 6 foot tall, 8 foot tall nutcrackers, all crocheted. They are incredible. I want one. They are very cool. Oh, look. Okay, dry. Okay, so a little bit of purple because these guys are all going to have purple scarves. Whoa! Let's knock everything over because we can. So again, I'm using the little linery type brush. They were huge, Janet. I'll see if I can find the link and I will put it in my group page. Oh, I don't know how well this is going to show. Okay, that's fine. So now we're going to do the scarf. So, it's got the long things down and then it goes around the neck. Bowling time at Kim's. Yeah. Hey, that could be fun. And I also like to do a little band on the hat because it just gives it a bit of depth because it being flat. Trying to make them look. Purple's your favorite color? Awesome. So, of course, the scarves don't all have to go the same way. You could have them on this side. Purple is not Marty's favorite color. Sorry, Marty. I'll do the last one in blue. Is that better? Oh, clothespins and marbles. It could. Do they stand? Well, I got so much stuff on here. Let's try something flat. They do stand. Awesome, Miriam. Very cool. I just have little tags that I did as nutcrackers. I have no idea where they are. We'll use this light blue. Mini table bowling. Yeah. I really like that idea. That's a blast. I have to do that now, right? I always like to have something interesting for the grands to play with on the table. I have a whole big wooden bowl full of turned wooden tops that my husband did. There must be 15 or 20 in the bowl. I used to use them on when I was having staff meetings, when I was managing, and I would start spinning the tops. And of course, you can't get them all going at once. And so, of course, the other people are seeing me play with the tops. My staff was seeing me play with them. So then they would start, and I just said, now see, this just goes to show that we can't have everything going at once without help. And it was a really good staff building thing. Oh, thank you, Teresa. Nice to see you. These, though, I have as magnets, as fridge magnets. But I guess I could do that too. Whoa! I'm having a great day here, guys. I'm sorry. But yeah, no, I guess I could. Never thought of that. Never thought of that. Well, so I've been doing them upside down all this time. We should have snowmen standing on their heads. That's Hey, Jan, welcome, hon. Oh, still, again, that's crazy. We're just painting snowmen. So let's do the hat band and the scarf. That is really a great idea, Teresa. No, nothing wrong with being upside down sometimes. Okay, so I've got the scarf is done, the hat thing's done. Now I'm going to go back and again with the liner brush. I use a liner brush for an awful lot of things, I know. Now let's use this little one, this little shader, and we're going to do the snow on top of his hat. And I just do a wobbly kind of thing. So it looks like snow. I appreciate you all being here. That's so nice of you to come and visit today. How's the fire there, John? Oh, Barbara, that's cute. So now he's got a little bit of snow on his hat, and I like to just do a little bit of snow on his nose. Just touch the brush to the top bit of his nose. Can we see that? I'm fuzzy. Come on, clear up camera. Doesn't like it? There we go. Can you see the little bit of white on the carrot? Nice. That's an idea, Miriam. So again, this nose too, it's going to get just a little bit of snow on it. Just gently touching it with my brush end. Wow. Oh, I'm glad you guys got the rain because that's crazy. Did it touch Cathedral Grove at all? Haven't really been following it. Right, Miriam. That could be fun too. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I am going to go back with the liner brush and I'm going to put some dots on his eyes. You know how they should have a little bit of a highlight. And I am also going to outline the ribbon on the hat. It's a little thick, but that's okay. You can't really see this purple on the black. Maybe I should have put some white down first. The blue one is fine. I'm going to leave it as it is, but I still need to do the dots on the eyes. Should this one be cross-eyed? Yeah. Like a puzzle? Yeah. Okay, so now we've got to this stage. Now I'm going to come in just with a Bic gel pen. And I'm just going to do the outline down the nose with a little bit of marks to show that it's a carrot. I'm going to do an outline on the scarf. Oh, crazy. I heard that they were having accidents on the logging road too because these people. Look, I'm going to dip my pen into the paint. No, Kim. The pin puzzle. That's a cool idea. I heard that there were, quite a few accidents, Jan, because these people are driving on the logging road like they think it's the highway or some idiotic thing. Thanks, Miriam. So, as I say, these make great teacher gifts. They sell great at Christmas craft shows. Yeah, those who paint on a grain of rice are my heroes, or those who carve the leads of pencils and they do all those little sculptures. They're my heroes too. I have no idea how they do it. So now I'm just going to let these guys dry just a little bit before we put this on because the paint is still a little bit wet in a couple places. I don't have any magnetic tape to show you how to put that on, but I'm sure you guys know you cut it to fit. Use a bit of extra glue to make sure they stick. Yeah, the magnifying glasses, but to have the coordination to use a magnifying glass of, because it would be in your way. Wonder. I don't think I have any painted soap left. I think I got rid of all my painted soap. But I can show you one of my crocheted snowmen. I'll just go grab them. The lady that I was partnering with to do, there's a really, really big craft sale in Brandon. It's called the Big One at Christmas time. And she didn't want to do Christmas things. So we did a whole booth of snowmen. So these are the bookmarks I made. So I crocheted the nose and the arms. Well, I crocheted the whole thing. But like for the buttons, I just used a dot of black paint because it's just so much easier when you're doing the amount that I was doing. And I crocheted the little feet. And of course, the flat is inside the book and he's hanging out the edge like he's strangling. Oh, for his work with computer parts, I believe that. Yeah. You could use washi tape or anything else. Whatever you made a frog like that, that would be so cute. Thanks, Anne. Had a lot of fun. And of course, I punched out a bunch of maple leaves because we're Canadian, eh? Should I do a video on these crocheted bookmarks? Because I could do a video. Because these also sold very, very well. Okay, I will. I know, Jean, I am so far behind. I have been looking for cardboard to do the pom poms because I always, when I grew up, we did it on cardboard. And I have a whole stack of cereal boxes someplace, but I don't know where the heck I put them. What kind of paint? I use acrylic. I just use acrylic. Yeah, I know. Well, I'm Canadian. Because I mean, really, it's just dots, right? I could embroider it too, but Miriam, I did 100 of these, and there's a Grinch would work too. I've done those bookworm bookmarks. Remember those curly spiral crochet things? I would put Google eyes on it. I guess I could have used Google eyes. Yeah. Well, this I did 100, and at the end of the sale, I had 5 left. House? What's what's the difference in house? Oh, Teresa, I'm sorry to hear that you're still not feeling good. Okay, are these guys dry enough? Let's touch it and find out, because that's the only way I know. Am I smearing more paint? Yeah, well, whatever. It's me. That's the way I roll. So then we use this. No, I'm from Manitoba. I'm in Manitoba, so it's all English. Well, I can't say all English speaking here. English is my first language. Okay, so I've got this stuff, and I'm just going to clear off the tip. Because it looks like it's got a big chunk of stuff there. Let's just see if, oh, it comes out. So it comes out quite clear. I don't know how well you guys are going to be able to see this, but it's really thick. Can you see how it just makes drops? It's like a thick, thick glue. And it does self-level. And it drips off the end when you've got too much. Did it just drip in my paint? Oh, well. So I obviously put way too much on, but it will dry. See, it's thick. It goes on that thick. Varnish could be better. I liked the idea of the dimension that this gave me. But yeah, I've got lots of water-based varnishes that I use when I'm covering woodwork things. And that would be much quicker. You know, dip the brush, wipe it on, and it's done, right? We could have an art play day. One of these days, I am going to have a vehicle. Well, I guess I could take my husband's truck. But like I say, I don't like driving stick in traffic. So there, that's 3 done. It's going to take about 3 hours for that to dry. Oh, you're not prattling. That's okay. Love having you here in chat. Yeah, bubbly, glossy sticker vibes. Exactly. No winter in Canada. Yeah. Well, like I say, Barbara, if you're not comfortable driving highway, since I drive highway often, I should really get off my butt and come and see you. This week I am doing I'm taking an online mixed media class. All 5 days, and it starts at 8 Eastern, which is 7 my time, and it goes all day long. So there's all kinds of things from lettering to painting to whatever. So anyway, I'm really excited about that. Well, we thought because Sherry Habing also lives in Winnipeg, the three of us would do a live, but we have to work out the logistics of that. So that's my exciting stuff for today is snowman clothespins. Should I try and paint a landscape on one? Let's see. Let's see. Do I have a green here? I don't have green paint here. What else could I try? Do. I guess I could go get green paint. Or I don't know. Oh, we would definitely have to do a video chat if they came here. Wouldn't it be fun to do a live stream? That would be so fun to do it together. I would actually clear off my desk so that we could all sit around the desk. Mind you, you would see multiple hands in different area, like upside down. That's excellent, Anne. I found homes for all the stuff my neighbor gave me when she moved too. It's all just kind of been incorporated into my space. A nightscape? I could do a nightscape. You know what? I'm just going to go get some green and yellow because I would like to do flowers. I could do flowers. We all know I love my flowers. Okay. Kim's going to do flowers because Kim can do flowers without thinking. Does that work? Yeah. You know, I was thinking of doing what Stacy May does and doing it on StreamYard and then having a bunch of people come and play with me. Almost yeah, I think that would be fun. Yes, Kim do flowers. You know me so well, Jan. So I'm just going to paint the entire background green so I don't have to worry about doing leaf definition. I might come back in with ink after and do that because this is going to be really tiny. Really tiny. So I'm just going to do a little bit of black on my brush, dip it in the green and yellow as well. So I've got 3 colors on my brush. And I'm just going to see what I'm going to get from that. This is really an ugly brush, guys. Must have got it at the dollar store or something because seriously, it's stiff and it doesn't want to play nice. And I'm not going to be too worried about what the background looks like because there's going to be flowers on top. Oh, this is a very rough clothespin. It's got a lot of greeblies. Anaconda vibe, yeah. Yes, flowers in her hair, flowers, flowers everywhere. I love flowers. I really love flowers. All right, I got some green. I think I want a different brush. That brush is just too cheap. You know, I could paint on a Jenga game. I paint on all kinds of things. You have no idea. No idea the kinds of things I paint on. For a while, anything that sat still long enough got painted. I painted like the toilet seat covers, like the lid of the toilet seats. Sold a lot of those. Light switch plates. I do landscapes on light switch plates and all kinds of other things. What else do I paint on, Jan? I can't. I think I did. Yes, I did. Was it double crochet or single crochet? My bag is upstairs. I'll message you. Or Kel, are you still here? Yeah, walls, doors, my garage doors. I have done floors. I have done walls. I have done doors. I did a mural on my garage door. I did a mural like the butterflies on my dining room wall. I've got hot air balloons in my bathroom. I've got my town down here. Furniture. Yes, I have painted furniture. After the journal, your stream will be outside. I have tried using my camera to stream and it says that it's not allowed. I don't understand that. All I know is that that is annoying. Just grabbing my paintbrushes. But yeah, I used to paint on absolutely everything, and I really haven't been painting that much lately. I'm really fixated on these little bits of paper everywhere. I would love to paint an old bathtub and use it as a big flower pot. I don't know that I've got Wi Fi out in my gazebo. I was hoping I did, but we'll find out. Okay, let's see if I can do little wee tiny roses, guys. Almost, almost. I will have to come in with black and define that. Dirt, yeah. Boy, have we had to spend money on dirt. Just crazy, I tell you. Our yard is so low in spots. It's just nasty. Ugh. You know what? Maybe I need a thinner liner brush to do this. I don't think I've seen any of those movies, Raul. I really don't watch TV. I got rid of my Netflix and everything because I really, really don't watch. Yeah, I'm gonna pull that thinner brush out for the details right away. been a long time since I painted this small. Well, a cob house. I would love to have a house like that. Me too, Janice. I love Netflix, not Netflix, YouTube. And the nice thing about YouTube is they have audiobooks as well. Some of the authors, the indie authors, have their stuff on their own channel, so I'm not infringing on any copyrights or anything when I'm listening because I love audiobooks. I find though if I've got crafting videos on, I don't really do as much work because I'm paying attention to the chat. I love audiobooks. Well, guys, I think I'm doing this. I think it's going okay. I am going to come in with a finer brush and add some highlight to these roses. A little bit of black, a little bit of white. Yeah, I get a lot of audiobooks from the library. The problem is that I start listening to a series and they'll have book 1, book 4, book 5, book 7, and so I'm missing a lot of it. Okay, Jan. So I because I like the urban fantasy audio books or any like yeah, so I don't get the entire series, which is brutal. All right. Can't get to audiobooks yet. Okay, so I've got some flowers happening there. Now I'm going to is it focusing? Can you see that? Is it focused, guys? Oh, thanks, Barbara. Um, I like the. I'd love to see the works of. I can't pronounce the name. Gaudi. All his whimsical, incredible structures. Okay, so I'm going to come in with a little bit of white. I love painting soap, and I sold a lot of hand painted soap as well in the past. And I had it so that the painting would last as long as the bar of soap did because I would put a wax coating on it. So I did lots of really small flowers on the bars of soap. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you, thank you. This liner brush is still a little thick. Let's find a thinner liner brush for the black. Oh, I don't know what that was, but it didn't sound good when it fell over and hit the floor. Well, this one. Yeah, you're not going to go back over there, are you? We'll put you over here. I made a pelican. That's what I learned to carve on with soap. My dad taught me to carve on soap. So I'm using this liner brush. You can't see it, can you? Something with color. Can you see how thin that is? That's what I'm going to use. I can't carve anymore. The grip on the chisels is really too hard on my hands now, unfortunately. And with my breathing issues, I can't use a rotary tool like a Dremel or whatever to be able to do it. So I haven't been able to carve in years. And I really do miss it. No, I don't like that. Don't have the control that I used to. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use a pen. So we've got to wait for this to dry. Yeah. One strand? Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, I'm just going to cheat, guys. I'm going to just use the pen because I just don't have the control that I used to. Yeah, it looks better, I think. I'll show you guys in just a minute. I'm just about done. Because you just want to give a hint that they're flowers, right? Like, well, no, you want to know that they're flowers. Let's see, are you going to focus? I'll just hold it there till it does. Sorry if I'm making anybody seasick. Come on, clear up. Why isn't it going clear? This is a Papermate Gel 0.7. It's not showing. Ah! Where am I? Focus! It just doesn't want to focus, guys. Hi, Brenda. I missed what you guys said. There we go. I was just too darn close. Yeah, focus it, freak. Yeah. So then what I could do is between them, I could just take this here little round brush and do some definite leaf kind of shapes. Just coming in between on some of the blank spaces. Nice to know that I can still paint small, sort of. Hi, Stacy. Welcome, welcome, hun. That's fun, Brenda. Okay, let's see if. Yeah, Stacy's butterflies are beautiful. She's been crocheting butterflies out of crochet cotton. Thanks for coming, Janet. I appreciate you being here, hun. Okay. Okay, come on. Come on, focus, you silly thing. See, now it focused up close. Go figure. And there it goes, gone. So, yeah, we got some roses. Let's see if I can do some daisies. Daisies are easy. Daisies are easy. Thank you, Marty. Yeah, it's a little bit irritable, isn't it? Darn thing. Daisies are one of my go-to flowers. I like to put them on lots of things. Lots of things. My daisies are actually blooming. So nice to see. Yeah, percussive maintenance, Barbara. Your mail got stolen. Oh no, Cal. I know all about percussive maintenance. Remember having to smack the TV to get the channels. It's not the same with this new equipment. You can't smack it. You're just having a heck of a week, Cal. I'm really sorry to hear that. See, daisies are fast and easy. Are we focused or is it just being silly? Oh, that's focused. Okay, so now I'm just going to do some sort of purple and white. Sorry, Marty. Swirly type flowers because they're just easy to do. Oh yeah, this is the one with the ugly spot in the wood. Hi Beth, welcome, welcome. We were making snowman paper clips, clothespins today. So I wanted to see if I could actually paint something other than snowman on my, you know, because I can. So now I'm just trying to do some florally kind of things on them. Because they're fun. So I am going to be doing a video on how to make the snowman bookmarks. Not sure quite when. But we'll do that too. So when these dry, I'm going to just take that uh, gel pen to it and give it a bit of definition. These ones are sitting drying. I used that Mod Podge Dimensions, so it takes about 3 hours for it to dry. But we were talking about the different things to do with these, and Teresa pointed out that I've been painting them upside down this whole time. Mind you, if it's got the magnet on and if I had them that way, then the paper would be up. So the reason I did them this way is because they've got magnets, so when they're on your fridge, they can hold papers. Hi, Pam. Welcome. What are we making on the sew along video? And do I need a sewing machine? Because I still haven't got them fixed. Yes, Barbara, I remember. You gave me the information. Oh, you've been listening the whole time? Cool. Well, I'm glad you're here. Okay, so the yellow is still wet, so I can't play with it yet. Some of it's still wet. Okay. Oh, you sewing and me watching? I like that. Or us watching? That works. What are you making? Yeah, but when they're on the fridge, Beth, like when they're on because they've got magnets, it works so much better to have stuff hanging down. Okay. Oh, that fabric is gorgeous. Yeah, a student picture could go up, but I hang things like bells and stuff too. so that I remember that they need to get paid. Okay, the romper pattern from Stephanie. I saw that too. That's a nice romper pattern. And are you doing the shorts? You were talking about possibly doing the shorts with that one, but with a longer short than is pictured. So I found a use for my napkins, guys. I'm gluing them into, or decoupaging them, this stuff, Mod Podging them into my magazine journals to get the pages covered so that I can actually use them instead of using all gel prints and other strange things. See, that's our only form of receiving postage out here. We don't get it delivered to the house. We have to go to the post office to get it because we're rural. And a lot of people have those big mailboxes, like they get the big corner ones. Old napkins make great rice paper. What do you put on them to make them into rice paper like? See, these are drawing, but that's for my heart journal. It's just going to give me a nice base to work on instead of trains. You'll send me a video? Okay. So I'm looking forward to playing in my journals. I started actually decorating. I don't know why I do these things. I started decorating it, and then I went, oh, now you really do need to do, you know, something. But I figured since this was an old day planner that if the pages weren't written on, I could just put little things on them and leave lots of room for writing. That's about it. A couple at the back. But so I'm working on a couple of journals as well as all these other fun things. You're welcome, Barbara. I'm glad you popped in. And yeah, definitely use napkins or scrapbook paper, images from magazines, whatever you've got, because not everybody is into painting little things the way I am. Okay, so is this one? This one will be drier first. So I'm just going to do a little bit of an outline under parts of the centers of these. And that's the only markings I'm going to put on this one. I could always add more petals. I think I'll add some more petals because they look pretty sparse. So who's got lots of plans for the rest of the day? I'm thinking I might just go and sit outside for a while since we don't have smoke and I can actually enjoy it unless the neighbors are burning, which they usually are on weekends because that's when they're home from work and they can do that stuff, right? So I'm just doing another little round of petals between the petals that are there just to fill them out a little bit more like daisies so that they don't look like we've already played I love you not with them, you know. So I think that looks much better. I usually do a double layer of petals when I do daisies. I like them when they're nice and full. See, will you focus now? Back away slowly. Pretend it's a bear or a skunk. You know, I just have to be in the right position. There we go. So I'm just going to leave that at that. These are just going to be for me when I'm, you've seen me use my clothespins when I'm clamping things down to dry, like sequins or stuff. So I'm not even going to bother putting the dimensions on these. Thanks, Anne. And then this one, I think I'm going to use the white gel pen on. And I'm just going to do a swirl on them, just like this, that kind of thing. So it kind of looks like a ranunculus or something. Is that what it's called? Because they're so small, they didn't get quite the effect that I was looking for on them. And you know what? I'm going to shove a couple of little leaf things in between them as well. Because there's lots of space. And when I do leaves, I'll show you up close and personal. The way I do leaves is I just press it down a little bit and pull it up as I go out. So it gives that little bit of a shape to it. And of course, I've got the two colors on the brush so that it gives some shading. Does that make sense to people? And little purple flowers. Sorry, Marty. It's purple. There. So that was fun. When I was teaching painting, I always had brown pieces of paper so people could practice. So let's take this really ugly brush. It's got some weird kind of goobies at the end so that it almost feels like it's got a ledge. Like, when you cut things and it doesn't cut smooth and it leaves a bit of a ridge? That's this brush. So if you dip it in two colors and you press it down so it's wide, and then you go, see, it doesn't like it. But it gives that effect. Let's do it on a piece of paper so I can hold it up. Let's use a brush that actually works. That's just an ugly, ugly, ugly brush. This is what happens when people buy supplies for you. This is a Model Expo ink, and it is size 8 flat. It's about half an inch. So if you've got the brush and you've got the two colors on it, you push down and you kind of twist and go up to a point. Hi, Belinda. Welcome, welcome. So does that make sense on how to do the leaves? You push it down and you twist it and go up and to a point, and it gives you a nice shading. Yes, no? Yeah. And then, of course, you could go back with the black and do, and I like going around the edge kind of woggly. You did make it. Welcome, welcome. Like I say, I used to paint everything that stood still. So these are the things that I remember the most because I used them the most often. So we've got these clothespins and we've got these clothespins. And I showed you the leaves, and I'll show you how I do the flowers. Two colors. Yeah, I'm using purple, Marty. This brush is very wet because I just rinsed it. It's dried off. Try that again. So you just do a couple of circles and you get like a nice, it's almost like a cone kind of flower. So again, you've got the two colors on the brush and you do a circle this way and a circle that way. Does that make sense? Jean Peter, are you still here? Is that how you used to do flowers when you were doing your folk art? Kinda. Or, you could just have the two colors on the brush and do kind of like a leaf kind of thing and turn it into flowers. It's better if you had like a circle that you were going around, but so it's almost like a sunflower on the camera, Kim. Yes, no? Just ways to do flowers. Fast, simple, done. Leaves. Okay, so these are the flowers. Flower clothespins I did. Focus. Look, it focused nice this time. Yay! And we did these guys. They're still very wet because I used that dimensions thing on them. Focus. Doesn't want to focus. Come on. There we go. These ones, as I say, I would put magnets on the back so that they make great teacher gifts. $5.83, is that a month or a year, Beth? Thanks, Barbara. Glad you could make it. Thank you, thank you. A month? That's not bad. You're welcome, Anne. So I have been on for an hour and a half, and I would like to go and enjoy the yard for a while because, as I said, so far nobody has been burning. Mind you, I'm down here and I don't know if they are or not. It's cool out and no smoke in the air, so I'll be able to breathe out there. So I'm going to call it a day. I really appreciate you. I don't know if it would be or not, Beth. So thanks very much for being here, guys. I appreciate you guys lots and lots. And I will see you Tuesday. I'm not sure what the stream will be, but I will post it in Meet Your Creativity. Take care, everyone. Thanks. And sorry about all the goofing in the beginning because that took me a while to figure that one out. Bye, everyone.